Well, let's look ahead then to the knockouts. Selina Sykes, our sports reporter, joins me now from Waltham, just outside of Boston. Selina, so the group stages then coming to an end. The first three groups have played their final matches now. Tell us a bit more. I mentioned Brazil, but about these countries that have now confirmed their spots in the knockouts and who's waiting to still see if they'll be able to make it through.
That's right, Nadia. So the first three groups of the World Cup are concluding already. Mexico and South Africa were the first teams to confirm their spots in the action last night. Host Mexico actually already had their spots confirmed. They knew they were going to be group winners of Group A, but they still qualified in some style, getting maximum 9 points after beating the Czech Republic 3-0 with three second-half goals. They did that all without conceding a single goal, and most importantly, it means that they keep their home turf advantage. They will continue playing in Mexico. South Africa were perhaps a surprise second-place team in this group. They did very well to beat South Korea 1-0 to reach the knockouts for the first time in their history. It was Tapelo Maseko who got that all-important goal for the South Africans to send them through to the knockouts. South Korea will have to wait and see whether they can progress as a best third-place team. They'll have to wait until the end of the group stages to know their fate. In Group B, there'll be some mixed feelings for Canada. They lost 2-1 against Switzerland, which means that the Natty take the top spot in Group B, which means that Canada sadly have to surrender their home advantage in Canada. They would have carried on playing on home turf if they had topped the group, but instead they will be heading to Los Angeles for their knockout stage game now. And Bosnia and Herzegovina have been one of the big revelations of this World Cup. They beat Qatar 3-1, which bolsters their chances to move on through to the knockout stages as one of the best third-place teams. They are a level on points, 4 points as with Canada, but they had to settle for third place on goal difference. And as you mentioned, obviously, a lot of eyes were on Group C, the battle between Brazil and Morocco for the top spot in that group. It was the Seleção who came out on top. They beat Scotland 3-0 thanks to a double from Vinicius Jr. and a goal from Cunha. But a lot of the attention, of course, was on Neymar, as you mentioned, coming on in the 76th minute. Not much of an impact he could make in the last 15 minutes, but it was much to the delight of fans. He hadn't played for Brazil since all the way back in October 2023. He's been struggling since he picked up that ACL injury back then. The Brazilians coming out on top of that group. Morocco having to settle for second place despite also having 7 points like the Brazilians. They had a bit of a scare against Haiti. It was 2 apiece going into half time. The Haitians going ahead, in fact, twice against the Atlas Lions before 2 second half goals from Rahimi and Yassine to ensure that they book their spots in the knockouts.